Buenos Dias Gunners Collective. Back at it? You already know. I brought a real one. I said a real one. Darn! I said I brought a fucking real one. What it is, you can tell right here. You know, I definitely did bring a real one. In a menu style, direct fashion, I brought you someone, man, who's different, who's actually a product of the streets, a product of the barrio, a product of the neighborhood, someone who's generational, someone who comes from the city of Los Angeles, West LA. And it definitely is a real one. Real recognizes real, steel sharpens steel. I've said that before. I'll say it again. Let me introduce the homeboy as either the fat Irish guy or Food and Felons, whatever you want to call him, Humps. Just put some respect on his name. And I'll let you go ahead and introduce yourself, my brother.
All right, what's up, YouTube? You know who it is already, homie? The big fat Irish guy.
That's right, brother. That's right. Now, you know, I wanted to start from a young age, bro. I wanted to tell the people, you know, well, first and foremost, you have a YouTube channel. We're going to get to that. And that's why we're here, man, to promote that, to open up doors for the raza. But at the same time, I wanted to get to know you a little bit, man. I want the gente to get to know you, who you are, tell some stories. I know you've been through the dirt, you've been through the mud, Holmes, and you came out shining. So let them know a little bit about you, where you grew up, Holmes, how you grew up, the neighborhood, you know, that you grew up around. You don't have to name any specific things. I know how it is. Politics are different. But go ahead, man, throw out there your story, Holmes.
Oh yeah, homie, or you too. Basically, I'm from West LA. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I'm gonna start off when I was 7, homie. And stuff. When I was 7, I got diagnosed with non-Hodgkin lymphoma. And you know, I got it in my stomach. It went to my throat. You know what I mean? So I was in the hospital for 3 years. I got out when I was 10. Yeah, you know what I mean? So I got out, you know what I mean? Shit, I went right back to the hood and shit, you know what I mean? My dad's from the hood, all my uncles are from the hood, you know what I mean? My brothers are from the hood, you know what I mean? So bam. So it started off at 10, homie. I got out the hospital and bam, homie, that was it. Then I started playing a little bit of ball. You know what I mean? Fucking like a little bit of basketball. And I started going to a youth center, homie. You know, I was trying to stay away from the shit. And then man, homie, when I hit like around 13, 14, you know what I mean? Some shit happened. So, man, sure enough, I went to the hood. And fucking, that was all she wrote. You know what I mean? I got jumped in my hood, and it was off from there.
Yeah, it was on and cracking. Now, having Irish blood being mixed, LA, man, 90s, gangbanging, it's a little bit different. Did you get looked at different because you had the white look to you, the Chicano stilo? Or was it just all love, just based on who your familia was and who you were?
Nah, homie. As a matter of fact, it was all love. You know what I mean? I got my dad from the hood. You know, everyone know who he is, OG Big Fish and stuff from the hood. You know what I mean? I got my uncle, my brother, and all that. You know what I mean? So it was all right. You know what I mean? My mom, she's Irish and shit, and fucking and my dad, he was a paisa. Yeah, you know what I mean? So
yeah, so it was all good. And I know you're fluent in Spanish. You know a little bit about everything, man. Being out there in LA, raised, man. I mean, you have to be. You know, you have to be on point at all times. Now, when did you find yourself first getting involved in stuff that got you caught up, man? I know you've done some time. I see the tattoos. I know you've been around the block. Did you get incarcerated? Well, you know, what happened out there? What did you see out there, bro, that got you caught up?
Or shit, homie. I became from my hood at the early age of 13, 14 years old. And I ended up getting caught up when I was 15. I caught a 211 robbery and shit. You know what I mean? The case with the homies and stuff. So I ended up getting busted. I went to Central, went to Silmar. You know what I mean? I've been to all the camps and all that. You know what I mean? So that sure enough, I got out of camp and shit. You know, I went back to the hood. And then from there, homie, it just went all bad. I caught a few cases of murder. A few hot ones, homie, you know, with my same homies and shit. So then from there, you know, I had to go sit down in the county, you know, for a long ass time. I got at least like 3-4 years, homie. So we fought those hot ones with beat up. You know what I mean? So I got out, and then I was like, man, you know what? Fuck it, homie. I'm gonna start slinging dope. I said, shit. You know, I see everyone else doing it, everyone making money. You know what I mean? So I did that, homie, and sure enough, homie, the feds came. And damn, homie, fucking, that was all she wrote.
That's it. They knock at the door. It's over with. They don't come until they really. When they come in, they got you. You know, you know how the feds work. So you catch a Fed case. How long did you do in the feds?
Shit, I did about 10.
Did about 10 balas. And how was it, bro? You know, what was the makeup of not the politics? We don't want to get into that, but how was it as far as, you know, I know they ship you out of state. You're in the feds. You go different places. How was the difference between, say, doing time in California in the feds and doing it in other states, brother?
So homie, it's way different because if you end up out of state in the feds, everyone knows and shit. You're not running with your hood, homie. Basically, you're running with your state. So if we end up in fucking Florida, everybody from Cali is Cali, homie. It don't matter if you're from up north, down south. It doesn't matter, homie. But then when you land in Cali, then damn shit. You already know what time it is. You know what I mean?
And so doing time with, let's say, like doing time with norteños, how was it? I mean, was there any, like, did you notice any differences in stilo and swag, or was it all just raza?
Nah, you know what I mean. There is a difference, homie. You know what I mean. There is, but at the end of the day, we're all one, homie. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I agree with that. I agree with that narrative because, a lot of people say, they like to say we're all the same, and we are brown. We are the same. But there's a different stilo, a different swag,
Exactly.
LA to me and down south, I don't want to just necessarily say LA. Southern California has always been more, into the cholo, into the cultura, more of the Mexican flavor, whereas up north it gets a little bit not watered down, homes, but it's more urban. That's just the way it is. So you yourself, I know when you reached out to me, I did my research, like, all right, who's the homie? And I want to help new channels prosper and come up. What are you into? And I got on your IG, I started looking at your pictures, looking at those things, and I see that your family is diversified, homes. You have a little bit of everything. So was that accepted in the bottom? Because I know back in the days, there was always that black and brown and the Asian issue, man. And I know that you have a little bit from, you rock with whoever you're going to rock with, homes, respectfully.
Yeah, that's fact.
Was there ever any issues or anything?
No, you know how it goes in the hood. A lot of homies don't like, you know what I mean. Us homies even chit chatting with blacks, hanging with blacks, homie. But I'm my own man at the end of the day, homie. You know what I mean. So really, I'm gonna do what I want to do.
Exactly, brother. And that's how it's supposed to be, man. At the end of the day, every man's gonna stand on his flag on his own. So you do time, bro. When did it start clicking to you? Like, hey, maybe this ain't for me. Maybe I'm done with this, bro. Maybe it's time to get out and do something different for my familia. When you got out, where did you go when you got out?
Yeah, or look, homie. But before I got busted by the feds, homie, you know what I mean. I was in the hood stunning, homie. If I had Mercedes, had houses, you know what I mean. Like I was doing big shit, homie. And and I always looked out for the homies. You know what I mean. There was never no hesitation. Like I paid for homie funerals. You know what I mean. I gave the homies money when they're busted. Like I did the whole shebang, homie. But then when I ended up getting cracked by the feds, homie, it's like, homie, the whole time sitting down, homie, I didn't even get one letter from the homies. I didn't even get $1 on my books. The only ones that were looking out for me, homie, was my dad. You feel me?
Yeah.
My dad, my uncle, my brother. So it's like, damn, homie. It's like after all the shit I did for the neighborhood, you motherfuckers, when I'm in here, you can't look out the way I did. You know what I mean? So right then and there, homie, it broke my heart, homie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of us have been in the same situation. And it's a redundant thing. We talk about it over and over again, but it's the truth. It's the facts. It doesn't matter if you're from up north or down south. It's the same everywhere you go. When you get incarcerated, them same homeboys from your neighborhood, you're out of sight, you're out of mind, homie.
Exactly.
Your ladies there, your old ladies there, don't trip. She's there. You're not, right?
Yeah.
And that's just how it is. And then it just gets ugly.
No, it's all bad, homie. And then when when I was busted, homie, you know what I mean. I was married and shit, and sure enough, you know what I mean. Shit, I had my homeboys, shit. They're all on my ex. You know what I mean?
All on your porch, all up on your porch, huh?
They're all up in it, homie. You feel me?
That's what I'm saying. It's crazy because as a Mexicano, as a Chicano, we could sit here and talk all day, and our stories are so similar. A lot of everybody's stories are similar. It's part of the game. And people say, you got a lot of youngsters. Hey, you know what you signed up for? I didn't sign up for the homies at my old lady the day after I get locked up. I didn't sign up for that.
Yeah, correct.
I signed up for the respect and dignity and the exemplary ways we carry ourselves. So you get locked up, it's starting to sour your taste a little bit. When did you decide, man, I'm gonna get out, I'm gonna change, man? This is it. Something's got to give right here.
Yeah, or you know what I mean? Like Shit, man. It's I want to say after about I want to say right after about the 50 year old me. You know what I mean? Like I was reaching out to the homies, I was sending them kites and all that shit. But you know what I mean? It just wasn't the same, homie. They would never write back. You know what I mean? They wouldn't look out for a motherfucker. I'm like, you know what, homies, man, this shit it ain't for me, homie. So you know what I mean? So sure enough, I got out. Now I went to the halfway house in Watts, homie. And whoever been to the feds, they know about the halfway house in Watts. Very active spot. I mean, you know what I mean? The motherfuckers popping on me. You know what I mean? So it's crazy because the halfway house in Watts told me like this is the halfway house across the street are nothing but bloods on one side. Then you go the next block, nothing but homies. The following blocks is nothing but Crips. You know what I mean? So it's like, homie, when you leave that halfway house, homie, you got to be on your p's and q's. I seen homies leave that halfway house and come back naked, homie.
Get stripped butt naked.
Stripped butt naked, homie. You know what I mean? And so when I was at the halfway house, you know what I mean? I met my wife, homie, and she was locked up. She did fat type too, homie.
Yeah.
So yeah, at the halfway house, homie, I met my wife, and that was the best thing that ever happened to me, homie. You know what I mean?
Yeah, a good woman is greater than anything, man. I've always said that.
Yeah,
We're not meant to be alone. We're meant to have that one that's made for us, right? When you meet that
exactly.
one, you know. So
Yeah,
so so you start to. I'm sure that you start to build on a family, have kids, do your thing.
yeah, correct.
Um, and
Yeah,
so it's at that point, bro, where you have to make a man decision. Are you going to continue? You're always going to be. See, here's the thing: you're always going to be from the water. You're always going to be from the hood.
yeah,
Man, no one stop that, homie. That's bred into you, right?
yeah,
You're always going to be, Southern. You're from down south. You're always going to be that. No one can change that. But
yeah.
one thing that does change is your mindset, your mentality. So you start to build a family. What made you say, okay, this is it. I'm done. No more. I'm just done. Was it the
Man,
family? Was it the old lady or what?
no, homie, it was my wife, homie. You know what I mean? I seen how happy she was, homie. And then sure enough, you know what I mean? She ended up getting pregnant. You know what I mean? So then I ended up going back on a violation from the house, from the halfway house, homie.
Mhm.
So yeah, you know what I mean. But when I got out, I went to my hood and shit a few times, homie. But it wasn't the same, homie. I see all these fools tweaked out. You know what I mean, man? Motherfuckers are doing stupid shit. And I'm like, man, you know what, homie? This shit just ain't for me, homie.
Hey, did you trip out on? And I know the Steelos are different everywhere you go. You're from a deep in the barrio. In
Yeah.
West LA. It's a little different. You guys move differently. But
Mhm.
did you trip out when you got out and seen the way Vatos the Stilo has changed now? The tighter pants, just
Man,
the
homie.
drip, huh? It's a
Man,
drip.
homie, that shit's crazy, homie. And I'm gonna tell you, homie, the new generation, man, homie, it just ain't the same like us OGs. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's way different, homie. And then their whole stilos, is way different as well. You
yeah,
know, like
yeah.
being from the hood, homie. When we grew up, it was never no YouTube shit.
Nah, it
You know what I
was.
mean?
It wasn't. It was just straight up, just what I mean. We catch that fade over here and they go about our
Exactly.
business. And if it got that serious, well, then I guess someone was getting pulled out. But that's just
Yeah.
what it was, and
Yeah.
that's what you signed up for. You knew what you signed up.
Exactly.
You didn't sign up for painted toenails and TikTok pants.
Yeah.
Definitely not.
Yeah.
What I mean?
Facts, homie.
It's a trip.
Yeah.
So again, man, I'm doing my little research on you, brother, and I see that people, several rappers, several actors, and it looks like you're close with them. I've seen pictures of you and Slim 400, pictures of Draco, just different people on your Instagram, man. How did you? Was it just being from the hood and just knowing people? Is this how you met them, or is it just a respect? Did your name ring bells out there? What was that got you into that? Meeting
No,
these individuals.
it just it's a respect thing, homie. And then not only that, I know somebody who knows everybody. You know what I mean? And I'm
Yeah,
gonna tell you about LA. It's big, homie, but it's small at the same time. You know what I mean?
yeah. So
Yeah,
everybody knows everybody. Yeah,
exactly. And then plus, if you don't know me, homie, you heard of me, homie. You know what I mean?
yeah.
So yeah, but shit, man, that's just the way it is.
Yeah, that's LA, man. Like I said, a product of Los
Exactly.
Angeles.
Yep.
So now things have changed, bro, and you're out the way and you're just doing your family thing. You still got your stilo, still got your swag. What's going on now with YouTube? What made you get into the YouTube game, bro?
Man, I'm gonna be honest, homie. I was on YouTube one day, and I seen this guy named Mark Wines, homie, and I seen this fool. He was all going to restaurants eating, and I'm like, damn, that motherfucker, he's eating good. You know what I mean? And then not only that, he's getting paid for it. I found out. I'm like, shit, I'm a fat motherfucker. I love to eat, homie. and plus I get paid. I said, oh shit, it's on, homie. I'm
Oh
on it.
yeah, definitely, man, definitely. And for again, man, I'm going to reiterate it. It's the link is going to be in the description. Gente, make sure that you guys tap in with Food and Felons. A whole different lane, different twist. I love it, bro. Raza, first and foremost, I love. Second thing that I love about it is food. Everyone loves food, right? But you're doing it in hood spots. You're doing it in barrios near you. Coming to a theater near you. You're doing it in places that we grew up eating in, or you grew up eating in, or people from different barrios grew up eating in. And you're trying different things out. And then the cool twist is you're actually sitting down and having a conversation with real ones and soaking that knowledge. It's just a great thing, bro. You're doing a little bit of everything, and I think you found a lane, bro, that's going to prosper for you. So I wanted to ask you, so getting back to the incarceration, because, you know, I did a lot of time, and that's kind of like my basis on what I go through. I'm institutionalized. I think about it every day. It's either 90s R&B or prison. So I wanted to talk about this, homie. Tell me one story about a cellie that you had that you just didn't like.
Oh,
you ever have
man.
one of those?
Yeah. As a matter of fact, I did, homie. Matter of fact, it was one of the homies and stuff. He from he from the valley. You know what I mean? That fool from Glendale and shit. The fool was Armenian and shit. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? His name was Mousy, homie. Yeah, that was one of the fools that I didn't really like as my celly, homie.
Yeah. Usually, you know, everyone has a cellie that they just didn't care for. Man, I told a story about Shadow from Sakura. Man, I can still smell his shit right now.
Yeah, facts, homie.
Man, that about to leave a taste in your mouth. About dirty. Anyways, but so what are you looking at towards the future? Are you just going to continue this YouTube stuff, be about your family, just live your life, or what you got going on, brother?
Shit. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna keep on doing the YouTube stuff, and then also I got a few movies and stuff. You know what I mean? If everything go well and stuff, you know what I mean, that I'm gonna be in.
Yeah, you
So
get into the acting. I mean, you definitely got the
yeah.
look, bro. You know, and one thing I'm going to tell you, I'm going to give you just a little bit of advice. You didn't ask for it, but I'm going to give it to you, bro. Having known a little bit about this acting thing, I notice a lot of Chicanos, a lot of Mexicanos. You know, we got the look, tattoos on the head, the face. They try to put us in a certain role to play that gangster in the background or whatever the case may be. You know, don't close yourself, man. You can be anything you want to be, brother. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You definitely got that look, bro. You know what I mean? You could be on the next Mayans. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly, homie.
Yeah, exactly. You got that look, bro. So never sell yourself short or let anyone tell you anything. So all right. One other thing I wanted to ask you, bro, is still moving around out there in LA and doing your thing, brother. Have times changed now, or is it a little bit more easier to wiggle, or is it still a dangerous area just like it used to be?
Nah, you know what I mean. Like it's cool, homie. You know what I mean. I like to wiggle a lot, but I stay out of like certain hoods that that my hood didn't get along with back in the days. You know what I mean? Because when I was younger, you know what I mean, I was a fool out there, homie. You know what I mean? So I stay in my lane, homie.
Yeah, the streets never forget. You know,
Yeah,
that's
correct,
an old
homie.
saying. The streets never forget, man. They
Yeah,
they
facts.
need theirs back.
Yep,
Anyways, with
facts.
that being said, Gente, man, I'm glad you tapped in, brother. I appreciate your time, man. I know you're a busy man doing your thing with your family. And we're gonna continue this, bro. We're gonna continue as far as this the conversation, man. I know you jump on the lives. I fully support you. I want everyone that messes with me to go support the homeboy Food and Felons. Like I said, the link's gonna be in the description, man. And just go show some love for the homie, man. A real product of the streets of LA. You know what I mean? Tap in with them. With that being said, Hector, I hope you move forward with a purpose. Get every single thing that you want coming to you. Remember, at the end of the day, it's all about struggling and striving for your familia. You got anything to say to the people?
Nah, you know what I mean. And then for all you youngsters and stuff out there, homie. You know what I mean? Well, man, you gotta make sure you stay in school, homie. You know what I mean? Fucking don't follow the streets, homie. Because I'm gonna tell you, at the end of the road, it's all bad, homie.
I'm telling you right now, you're gonna be highly disappointed. I
Facts.
know I was,
Yep.
but I got with the wiggle. The wiggle is real. And with
It
that being
is.
said, if you like me, hit me with the thumbs up. If you don't, thumbs down. It's gonna be the head that wears the crown. Like I even wore Los Angeles Lakers. You know what I mean? Product of the streets. Some of you already know what it is. With that, respect, Food and Felons, tap in. You know what it is, man. That's the home of the fat Irish guy, and it's all love. This is the gun. Bang bang, and in that fashion.